Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Sphere Exclusives. Looking for exclusive content from your favorite podcasts here at the Sphere? Head over to sphere.tv/Patreon and sign up today. Lady Ari Natural Hair Care. Lady Ari Natural Hair Care has been a prime destination for catering to naturally kinky hair in Houston, Texas. Give the experts a call today at area code 832-265-3792 or book online at ladyari.com.
Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
Welcome back to Intermission, my brothers and sisters. Salutations to you all. I am your host, Jarvis Ziggy Newsom, and you can find me on Instagram at Ziggy the Lionhearted. And with me today is the exquisitely eccentric sister of mine named Erlene.
Hey everyone, my name is Erlene. You can reach me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as Elise Main or something else I can't remember. There's a lot going on. Thank you for tuning in again. We've missed you. It's been a long week between shows. Long week.
And we're sorry, really, to the Facebook Live people that we are not really Facebook Live.
No.
There will be this.
As you know, Facebook has been acting crazy all day.
Today. And
so,
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram is still shut down for me.
Me too.
They're saying 5,000 users. I think it's like more than like 1 million people.
Yeah,
it
is.
So instead of trying to be all wanky and danky on Facebook, we're just going to record the show and then upload it.
We have a discussion that we're going to have. We're going to drop that video clip on Facebook. You're going to enjoy it. And feel free to comment over on the Sphere when we drop this video.
Please comment. Yes. And I'll make sure I post it and share it and everyone post it and share it.
Because it is a good discussion.
It's an awesome discussion.
Yes. But how have you been? And how are you enjoying your drink?
My drink is awesome. I've been good. I have a new baby niece. She was born last week Thursday. I took up all my vacation, but she's adorable. Echo.
Aww.
Her name is Echo. She's beautiful.
What she doesn't sing.
Shut up.
I'm sorry. That's the first thing I think. You know when like a bald guy's called Harry.
I can't stand him.
Fat guy's called Slim.
Anyway, Echo is a gorgeous and amazing baby. So that's been going on for me.
But that's a cool name too. Yeah,
and just doing My brother wanted a girl forever, and he had that name. He saw it in Kung Fu like years ago.
Maybe she'll be a good swimmer and do like echolocation.
Shut up. See, out of character. Every time we get together, I have to curse him out.
You ain't new to this.
So, how have you been?
I've been okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just
That's
okay.
it?
Yeah, not the greatest. And then I have some disappointments that we will discuss later in the show.
It's not a disappointment for me. So, he's just like, Scrooge on
I'm not
so many
Scrooge,
levels.
But, I mean...
Nothing makes him happy.
Quite a few
I think
things
you figured that out by now, people.
Quite a few things make me happy. Whiskey is one of them. I love scotch.
He's an alcoholic. So, let's jump right into the awesome, friendly debate.
Yes.
One must...
Wait.
Go, no?
Let me set it up first.
You want to set it up?
Yes. So, there was this video from Kev on Stage, a comedian.
I think my setup will be much funner than your setup. I'm just saying.
Well,
Go ahead.
Set it up then.
So, one must go. So we saw this video by this awesome comedian called Kev on Stage, and him and his friend, they do their own little podcast, and they had a series called One Must Go, where they were talking about 4 actors that one has to go. And they had Denzel Washington, Eddie Murphy, Morgan Freeman, and
Will Smith.
Major controversy, major debate.
It was a debate with us before the show.
Yeah, because we actually I shared it, and I was like, let's talk about it. And then we did our own. Jarvis did his own. We did our own One Must Go on my page.
On the one that Kevin spoke of, I said Denzel.
Yeah, and I couldn't choose.
Right. And what did Gary? Gary said Will.
Yeah, Gary said Will Smith can go.
Yeah.
You said Denzel can go. I just refuse to commit.
Well, you're going to have to commit on this one.
I refuse to commit, so whatever. And so we decided to do one this week for Intermission. And Jarvis, I'm just telling you, he's evil.
Yes.
And
I'm like Dr. Doom
fire
in this
runs
bitch.
through his veins because he is evil. So One Must Go for Intermission this week.
Call me the Riddler.
You ready for it? Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks, Brad Pitt, Harrison Ford. One must go, but understand this: when one must go means everything they do, all their body of work, anything they've ever been in, must depart this universe forever.
And you can't watch it.
And you cannot watch it. It has never existed. You know, you've known it, but now it's gone. It's a void. It's a void in your soul.
You can never watch it again.
It's gone. So when you think about this, just don't throw out an answer. One must go.
Now, I said they complete works. You gotta remember, some of these guys work as producers too.
Yeah, one must go. You have to get rid of it.
So anything they've worked on, whether it's an actor,
Executive
director,
produce,
executive producer,
has to go.
Has to go.
Yeah.
All right, I can tell you who my
and if you want to look at the post, I have it on my actual personal Facebook page, Erlene Mango. See, I'm giving y'all my whole name. I'm out of hiding. It's Erlene Mango, and if you want to look at it, go check it out and keep commenting. So.
Well, I have one that's absolutely untouchable for me.
Okay.
And that's Brad Pitt. Because I think in my top 10 movies, he has one. In my top 25 movies, he has a few. In my top 50 movies, he has quite a few. Plus, most of his movies are very rewatchable.
Okay.
Because let me go over here to IMDb real quick. But
this is the hard thing for me with these four people. Okay. Let's just start with the oldest, Harrison Ford. If you get rid of Harrison Ford, you're getting rid of Star Wars.
And Indiana Jones.
Let's just start with that. You're getting rid of Star Wars. So all those Star Wars movies from the 70s and 80s, whatever,
and imagine, like I said, if they're gone, the other ones don't exist. Because it was the success of those that helped.
If you get rid of Tom Cruise, if you get rid of Tom Hanks, you're not going to have Bosom Buddies. You're not going to have Big. You're not going to have Toy Story.
Forrest Gump.
Run, Forrest. You're not going to have any of that.
Now, if you get rid of Brad Pitt.
You get rid of Fight Club.
Ocean's 11.
12 Monkeys.
7.
7.
Meet Joe Black.
The
Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Inglourious Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards, which is an awesome movie.
So, I mean, and then you get rid of Tom Cruise.
Mission Impossible.
Top Gun.
The Outsiders.
Rain Man. Minority Report. Collateral. And the movie that he shares with Brad Pitt.
Interview with the Vampire.
Exactly.
Now, mind you, I did not put this list together.
I did.
I want you to give that credit to this asshole to my right.
I will take all the hate.
Ziggy.
All the hate.
Give it to him because I didn't. But I think, you know what's interesting? Anyone you put together for One Must Go, I think will be really hard. There's very few actors out there that we don't like something that they've done.
Oh, I didn't want this to be easy.
Right, but I think it has to be based on, like when Gary was in here, rewatchability.
Right.
He was getting rid of Tom Hanks.
And see,
that's top.
That's why I got rid of
Then when we
Denzel.
convinced him, you can't get rid of Tom Hanks because you're getting rid of all the other things. You know, Denzel, you wouldn't rewatch a lot of his stuff. You said.
Right, I don't. It's only a few. And in fact, if I watch anything from Denzel, it's usually the older stuff.
Well, yeah.
But like, I'm not gonna rewatch Glory.
No, I'm not gonna rewatch Glory.
Like that's a hard watch.
But not that it's it's just a hard watch.
Right.
So some things I really won't watch because it's a hard watch.
Right. But
I don't want to get rid of Man on Fire or John Q.
I don't
or
either.
Equalizer.
I don't either. But considering what I would give up.
Remember the Titans.
Oh yeah. But considering what I would have to give up with the other ones, he has less rewatchable movies.
I don't know.
Because like I said,
I don't know.
I'm not going to get rid of Bruce Almighty with Morgan Freeman playing God. That's the only time we had a black man playing God.
Well, you can't get a Morgan Freeman because of Batman.
Right. Oh yeah, the Dark Knight series.
You can't get rid of.
That's it. That's done. We're done.
Bruce Almighty can go, but you can't get rid of Dark Knight. You see what I'm saying? Like,
conversation's done.
You can't win the argument with him with saying, well, Bruce Almighty, that's not your winning hand. Your ace is like Dark Knight. Then that's just the whole conversation.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Denzel. You can reenact that scene from Training Day.
Just like with Tom Hanks, I can't get rid of Green Mile. I'm sorry, I can't get rid of Green Mile.
As much as I don't want to get like, all right, y'all can send Ziggy the Lionhearted.
Send it all to him
on Instagram. I will post this picture.
All to him.
I was never the biggest fan of Toy Story.
Really?
Yeah.
I cried on the last one. I really did.
I didn't because
I must have been having a moment.
Well,
I literally was like, oh
well,
my
one
God.
because I knew they was coming with another one.
I don't, and I'm not an emotional person, but the last one I'm really not.
This ain't tea.
But for some reason, I guess the thing I liked about a lot of these cartoons to me that aren't really children cartoons, that are more of adult cartoons, because the themes of them are more for us to understand.
Yeah. Was
the whole friendship and him just trying to keep everyone together, and Andy growing up, and it's like, oh gosh, and then finally giving the toys to. I'm like, oh my God, it was a lot for me.
I
it was a lot for me.
I can understand.
And I still have bears, so whatever. It's one in my car that drives with me everywhere I go.
Aww.
His name is Brian.
Oh.
So I can't pick.
No, you're gonna have to. It's you all have to let one go.
I have to let one go.
You have to choose one.
Okay, so if I had to choose,
you gotta choose one.
I would choose Tom Cruise.
You're choosing Tom Cruise.
If I had to choose, yeah.
Here's why I couldn't do Tom Cruise. Growing up, you know what job I wanted to be when I grew up?
What?
I wanted to be a fighter pilot.
That's great. Top Gun.
Thanks to Top Gun.
That's great. But I'm not rewatching Top Gun.
I am. And then again, I'm watching Interview with Vampire every single time.
That's the only movie that I would lose. I'm mad about if I got rid of Tom Cruise.
I'll be also mad about
I'll just read the book.
Collateral. Because I'm sorry.
I wasn't a big fan of Collateral. It was a good movie, but I'm not rewatching Collateral. There's very few the only Tom Cruise movies that I'm rewatching will be Mission Impossible. And the only one that I will really watch over and over again will be the last one.
Mission Impossible. I will rewatch Minority Report.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah.
That was a damn good
one.
But
I'll just read the book.
But
librarian.
I know. Minority Report, Mission Impossible, Collateral, Top Gun. I still watch Rain Man every time I see it on.
I don't.
And here's the reason why I say Collateral. He stole that movie. Because, I think he wasn't.
That's his first bad guy movie, right?
Well, technically, no. Interview with Vampire. Lestat's not a good guy.
I don't count that, though.
But see, you can't.
I mean, you can, but I guess.
And then he wasn't the main actor.
Right.
Top billing actually went to Brad Pitt on that movie.
It was.
So to see him take, and that was another issue I had with Denzel, but to see him take a co-starring role or a supporting role.
Why? What's your issue with Denzel?
He won't do a supporting, really.
He said that? Is that somewhere in English?
I mean, even if he does it, he doesn't know how to dial himself down to be a supporting role.
Has he been offered supporting roles, though?
Yeah. Unstoppable. The Train movie.
He was supporting in that.
Not really.
I'm thinking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And then you think about it, he really wasn't. He was the protagonist of the story, so he really wasn't supporting. So, but Denzel's a whole nother discussion. That might be the next one. I might do my own one with Denzel. I'm gonna make it hard too.
Have fun.
Oh, you gonna answer that one too?
You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. Thank you.
We're here to give people our choices.
Mm-hmm. You can't force my hand.
So you said Tom Cruise.
I feel pressured.
You say Tom Cruise.
I'm saying Tom Cruise.
I'm gonna say Tom Hanks.
You're gonna get rid of Tom Hanks?
Guess what? You say I'm gonna get rid of.
No, tell me why Tom Hanks. Got me stuttering. Why Tom Hanks?
Well, one, something you said, and I was like, I could do the same thing. It's like,
get rid of that one movie that
the Green Mile. I can read the book.
You trying to be Earlene right now? You trying to be me?
Oh, It's not so fun with the rabbit.
You
Got the
know,
gun.
when you're an influencer like I am, and they want to be you, it's amazing. It's so warming to my heart. They try to be me, but they can't.
Here's the thing. Outside of Big, and I'll go back even further because one of my favorite old school Tom Hanks movies, Special Party.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yes,
Splash, yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, I didn't care for Splash.
That's his. But my thing
And
is,
this he has that one area right there.
but I think it's not. I think the thing is that I like about Tom Hanks is the building of his career. You know, he's the only one on that list that I can think of right now. Started with TV, and worked his way up, with bosom buddies.
Yeah.
And then went from there.
True.
You don't have that with Denzel. I mean, when he's on the list, you don't have that with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I mean, with Tom Cruise or Brad Pitt. But Brad Pitt started off as a smaller role
Right.
in Thelma and Louise and went from there. You know what I mean? So he started off as a pretty boy and worked his way to get the respect. Harrison Ford has always done movies, but he's
Wait,
always
he was
done.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Brad's definitely not touchable.
What?
He was a producer on The Departed.
You didn't know that?
No. Then you got to remember, he's in Deadpool 2. He's the finisher in Deadpool 2. So you lose that.
Brad has done a lot of behind the scenes work. He's done a lot. His
Fury.
money. Yeah.
Fury is one of my favorite movies. But like I said, with
I think, but if we base it on recent, let's say last 5 years.
last 5 years. I'm going back to the last 5 years.
If you go last 5 years, that makes the Tom Hanks expendable. It makes it
last 5 years. Let me see. With the ones that we
because
named.
Captain Roberts or whatever his name was
It was okay.
more than 5 years.
Well, Sully. He had Sully.
But Sully,
But it goes to Tom Cruise because the Mission Impossible, MI6, was pretty much out of the last 5 years of these four, one of the best movies.
now Mummy will get him on
Cut.
that
We'll get him cut.
on that
Yeah,
you on thin ice.
Let's just say it will get him cut.
You on thin ice. But I think if you just go last 5 years,
Last 5 years, Brad has Fury, The Big Short, War Machine, which was actually decent, and Deadpool 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
not a real strong catalog for the last 5 years.
but it's a better catalog than Hanks.
Right. I think Hanks only has one strong or two strong in the past 5 years.
Let me see. But I mean, like I said, Hanks, it's just
But it's a good, healthy debate, though. It's a good thing to do. I think it's really interesting to have you think about, oh yeah, or how many people have crossed.
Oh, maybe the next one.
movies.
Maybe the next one we do can be all English actors.
We can.
But going to Hanks, last 5 years.
I'm doing the next one. I'm not gonna let you do it. I'm doing the next one.
Make it hard.
Whatever. I know how to make it hard. Thank you.
He got Toy Story 4 coming out this year.
Mm-hmm.
The Circle just came out in 2017.
That was okay. It wasn't great. The book was better.
The Post.
I'm sorry. It's in me.
I know. The Post.
I can't help it.
Damn, I forgot. I lose the Da Vinci Code.
I'm just saying you can't. It's not.
I can, because I can just read the book.
Oh, he's doing Erlene. He Erlened it.
Yes, I did.
Oh, I teach them well. Yeah.
Yeah, his last 5 isn't that strong.
Even though people didn't like the movie as much as the book, But
Yeah, his last 5 just aren't that strong. But yes, Hanks will go for me.
okay,
Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford doesn't act a lot. Period.
that's true.
He takes breaks.
He breaks well.
Yeah.
He
Well, I mean,
breaks
he's
well.
he's got the money to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, seriously, when you're like,
He's done big things to set. Indiana and Star Wars set him up to be.
yeah, he's good.
He's good.
But he also did, like I said, The Fugitive, Regarding Henry. Oh man, that was a good movie. Sabrina. And Harrison actually does a lot more. Let me pull him up, because when I looked him up, I was like, okay, yeah, I forgot he did all that.
He has a big catalog. Everyone that you put.
Oh, the
pick.
Blade Runners.
Mm-hmm.
We lose both Blade Runners if we lose Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
But that would be a debate for some people where they didn't care for the last one or any of them.
we ain't gonna talk about those type of people.
Don't discriminate.
No, because no,
Don't discriminate.
with the Blade Runners, like
You're all welcome.
no,
We love you
no,
all.
excuse my language, but fuck that.
We
Let me tell
love
this.
you all.
Let me tell you, I don't love all y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta watch. She Gets My Love. But Like, here's the thing. I understand if just certain types of movies aren't your cup of tea. But one thing they kept on saying was Blade Runner was too slow. And too...
But think about it. They have been saying this about a lot of movies lately.
And I'm like, Blade Runner isn't meant to be a fast movie. That's the thing. Can you watch movies at different paces? Now, I don't think a lot of people can.
They can't.
So, a lot of people that complain about Blade Runner can't watch movies like that. Don't like movies like Ex Machina. Which is a very slow movie.
It is, but it's so good, though.
So good. So, yeah. If you're one of those people, yeah, go take a long walk off a short cliff.
And before we go any further, and please don't jump off the cliff because he told you to. This portion of the show is sponsored by the Sphere exclusive team. Looking for exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else? Look no further than our Sphere exclusive found only on Patreon. We've got behind the scenes shots happening daily at the Sphere Podcast Studios. Each show on the podcast network curates episodes that are only delivered to Patreon subscribers. Plus, we deliver the show live from start to finish on our Discord server. That's exclusive to our Patreon family. Sign up today at www.thesphere.tv/Patreon to join our $2, $5, or $8 Patreon tier and get access to all the exclusive content we offer at the Sphere. Okay, we're awesome.
Do it, man.
We're awesome.
We'll take care of you.
We got good shit.
But since we're getting close to the end of this discussion, I'll just say, yeah, Hanks. Like I said, no decision you make is an easy decision with this.
You say Hanks, I say Cruz.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that easily.
Yeah, it's not an easy
he's not
decision.
one of my favorite actors, honestly. I can take or leave Tom Cruise. There's only a few things that I truly hold dear, which is Outsiders, and it wasn't even because of him. Mission Impossible, only a few of them. Rewatchable of that last one is really my best. Interview with a Vampire, because overall it was a good...
Well, let's just say Interview with a Vampire, the chemistry between him and Brad was
nice seeing Tom Cruise
it was stupendous.
Not play a leading role, but an impactful role.
It was also nice to see him play a not so liked character.
Right.
So,
and I mean, other than that, you know, Day and Night will get you put on the bench. That movie Day and Night was some bullshit.
I actually liked
Mummy was some bullshit. So
now, the Mummy was like, yeah.
But everyone on the roster of Who Should Go has had a flop.
Right.
So, but for me, I can get rid of everything he's done.
Yeah. For me, it's Hanks.
I don't have to see him run through any alleyway at top speed ever again.
That's why I think that's another reason I like Interview with a Vampire. He is not running, and he's one of
that's the only movie he's not running in.
Like,
ooh, and he's like, his face gets tight, his neck. He's
well,
just like, I mean, he's a sprinter.
Being someone, no, he's not a sprinter because I know how to sprint.
I'm just saying though, he's sprinting in everything that he does. You know what I mean? He's either on a motorcycle or he's sprinting.
He's almost leaning back when he runs.
Either way it go, he running.
Yeah.
He running. He's on a rock somewhere. He's on a motorcycle.
Brad
jumping
Pitt,
over a car.
In every Brad Pitt
when you think
movie,
of Brad Pitt, you don't think of his acting ability. You think of how he does all his stunts. That's so awesome. Okay.
Well, no, with Brad Pitt though, in every movie he's in, he's eating. There's has to be a scene.
He's eating. It's just like an Ocean's movie. He's eating something
right.
in every.
But it's
scene.
every movie. It's in Benjamin Button. It's in like Fury.
He may have a deficiency where he has to eat.
I don't know, but
it may be a problem he has.
Someone noticed it. It's like
it could be a glucose situation.
It's every movie he's done.
Blood sugar is
maybe so
situational.
But that's kind of cool for this discussion. Again, we're sorry we couldn't be on Facebook Live, guys.
I'm sorry he's so mean and put together this poll, which is utter bullshit. So next time I'll put a nice one together for all of you.
I stimulate dialogue.
It stimulates bullshit and
I
fury.
Stimulate dialogue.
And fury.
That's what I do.
He thinks he's special. He's really not.
My mama told me I was, so I know I am.
As long as your mama told you.
There you go.
That's all that matters.
But be sure to comment on this video on Facebook. There will be clips of it every now and then.
And it'll be on YouTube like tonight.
Yeah, check it out. Especially you guys over on Discord. You know, we're sorry. You know, do we have anyone on Discord? Okay. It's just been a weird social media day.
Yeah.
It has. But now we can get ahead and talk about some of these reviews.
So, first on the docket.
Did you watch the season premiere of American Gods?
Yes, I did.
I liked it. At the same time, I didn't like it.
What did you not like about it?
I understand you got to change some stuff and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're forcing the wife's character down our throats now. Like, they even had episodes in the last season where it was strictly her.
Yeah.
And when she was sort of more, not necessarily a background character.
No, she was a background. In the book, she was a background
but she's
character.
an important background character, but we don't have this much focus on her.
I think this is the thing when you're trying to translate a book that's so layered like American Gods.
Yeah.
And just the way Neil Gaiman writes. There's no way. I felt the same way you felt, and I watched the series episode again.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from with it, but with someone who's important background character in the book,
Yeah.
how do you translate that on the screen?
And I think that's the problem I have with it. Because one, she's almost has more focus on her than Shadow. If you really sort of pay attention.
I think people are realizing that him as an actor isn't as strong as she is as an actress.
I don't think she's that strong.
But I think she's much more interesting. It doesn't seem as tortured as hers. You know what I mean? And him giving her the coin and waking her up is an important part of the story.
It is.
And you know, and Sweetie wanting his coin back is an important part of the storyline.
Right. But yeah, we're just warning y'all. We're gonna have some spoilers.
I'm not gonna give you anything. I'm not gonna give you anything
on the season premiere and on the next segment as well. So I'm just
see what I'm talking about. He's an asshole. I'm just saying.
No, because
we love him though, but he's my asshole.
It's the only way I can explain about the things I don't like.
Do better. I love Bill Quiz. I do.
I love Bill Quiz. I love Matt Sweeney.
I love Matt Sweeney. Yeah.
I liked everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
I even like Shadow because he plays a good confused Shadow. I don't want him to be tortured. I want him to be confused.
He's confused, and it's taken him a season to kind of really
get that going.
Like, oh, okay, this is happening.
Right.
All right. And if you've never read the book American Gods, it's an older book. It was written a long time ago. Yeah. It kind of can be a hard read, but it'll make you read other stuff by Neil Gaiman, a Nancy Boys and other stuff like that.
Right, Caroline, which was actually a dope ass cartoon.
Caroline's a kid's book,
but it was a really good.
But a Nancy Boys will help you understand
his style.
And no, the other character,
Anansi.
I'm sorry, Anansi. Yeah. So it'll make you understand who he is.
But you know that comes afterwards.
Yeah, but I mean, if you read everything, and they say he talk about my son, and you're like. His son, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Right. What they're talking about.
But just like the killing of she was the Morning Star, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, she didn't die.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, so what the fuck you? I'm like, because they bring down. I mean, like
the thing about it is to translate. It's one book, and they're trying to draw it off into seasons.
Which I
understand because each season is only like 8 episodes.
But I think it's possible to do it.
I think it's just one episode. It's a premiere.
Yeah.
It's taking off where the other one left off.
Yeah.
And just like the first season of American Gods, a lot of people did not like it when it started. But as you watch, you really enjoyed it. Give it a chance. You cannot judge this series off of episode 1.
No, I'm judging off the season and episode 1.
You didn't like season 1 at all?
No, like I said, there are things I like. Just like with this episode, there were things that I like.
Mm-hmm.
There are things I dislike.
Well, that's gonna be with anything though.
But it's so.
But you're walking into it because you read the book.
Right. That's why I said. I prefaced it. I said if I hadn't read the book, I would have probably enjoyed this more.
Mm-hmm.
I said that with Ready Player One. I said it with most. Now I didn't say that with the Da Vinci Code. Because the changes in that movie were only subtle compared to
very, very subtle.
But I understand you can't put everything from that book into it.
Right.
Which they failed when they did
but like they added a scene in season 1 of American Gods where he's on the boat talking to the slaves. That wasn't in the book. So Neil gave them a lot of liberty, not a lot, but a little bit of liberty to
also remember those showrunners are gone. The original showrunners,
they're gone.
So that tells you like this I don't know. I'm walking on.
Eggshells.
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. I think
So
that'll be okay.
I want to see where they go.
There's so much left in the book.
Yeah.
That it's like, what are you gonna do?
Like my brother said this, and I'm 100% behind him. If this season we don't get a prominent feature of Mr. Ibis and Mr. Jackal, this probably gonna lose me because that's essential.
You probably will. I think we will.
Well, then yes, I've seen Ibis on the promos. I haven't seen Jackal.
I think we will.
We saw Jackal last season.
I think people are trying. I think the problem with previews, many have made the mistake in the past. They give you so much.
Right.
There's like, oh shit. Well, I've already.
Well,
know what's happening.
I don't necessarily need that, but I could say that's like sort of my.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be. I'm not mad about it.
I'm gonna keep watching it.
Yeah, I'm not mad about it. I'm enjoying it. I'm not mad about the preview.
I actually think his other show would do better.
Oh, Good Omens?
Yeah. I have a feeling that's gonna do better.
Because Good Omens is kooky and crazy enough to do well. And you have two actors who are gonna really play. I think they're gonna hit it off. They're gonna do a really good job with it.
Yeah.
It's not as layered as American Gods is. You know, it's pretty straightforward. With Good Omens, it's straightforward what's happening.
Yeah.
We're trying to stop some shit from happening.
Yeah.
With American Gods, spoiler, if you don't know what's happening, it's really fucked up.
Yeah, it really is.
At the end of the day,
it's fucked up.
His wife is pretty much the only one, like, you know, some fucked up shit going on, right? Like, this is, how are you trusting this person?
Right.
And that's the reality of it. It's really fucked, and it's sad in a way.
It is.
How he gets used.
But then you understand how and why.
And you understand how and why, but with Good Omens, you know what's happening.
Right.
This is the product.
So,
this is what we have to do.
Like I said, I'm gonna keep watching it. I'm scared that they're in that Walking Dead category where it's like, we're just gonna make a show and we're gonna see how far we can go with it.
I don't think so. I think they're gonna do well. I'm not gonna worry about it. I think I'll worry after episode 3.
Well, here's the thing. I think a show should always say, all right, when we start writing episode 1, we plan on ending at this point.
But they may have.
I hope so. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think you can do American Gods past 3 seasons.
Well,
Depending on how much they put in season 2, you really can't go past 3 seasons. And I understand that now after watching.
I would say 4.
Not for that book.
Because here's the problem.
People gonna get tired of it.
You bring in the Ibis and Jackal this season.
I say 3 seasons.
Next season you bring in the Wisconsin.
I say 3 seasons. That's the most.
And then the final.
But make your seasons longer. Make it 10. Make it 10 episodes.
It's hard to do 10 now.
It is, but because
that's why I say 4.
I think it costs so much to make American Gods. Just that carousel scene alone, like, that's beautiful.
That's why I say 4 seasons at 8 episodes each.
I don't think, honestly, with what's coming out in every platform, what's coming out right now, the quality of work, the competition I hear right now, just going by what we have, I don't feel 4 seasons would make it, because there's a lot of people right now who were lost after season 1. Like, I can't watch it.
Yeah.
There's few people who can even watch.
Well, like I said, I think they tried to do too much sometimes.
But Neil Gaiman's book is too much.
No, I didn't think it was.
You didn't, but you're a reader and you're into that stuff.
Well,
some people just can't handle that.
There's certain stuff I think you can say, all right, we don't like the whole filler episode with the wife.
Yeah,
that wasn't necessary.
No, but I think they wanted to give something. Because in the book, she's such a background character. You understand who she is. So when you're reading, you're building your own imagination. You're building your own character. You're building all your own imagery. To take that and translate it is hard.
Well, I didn't think we need, like I said, that episode, because one, like I said, if you haven't seen this part, you know, it's not really a spoiler because this came out, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
It basically shows how she met Shadow and how she died.
Yeah.
We all knew she was cheating.
Yeah.
Do we need an episode to see how they met?
There's a reason why it's a filler, though. I don't know. I don't like filler episodes. I usually just skip over them. Or filler scenes. Like, what's the point of this? I get it.
I didn't think we need. Honestly, I would have loved for the first season to end.
I think, but you know, some people ask those questions though. Like, who is she? What's going on?
Well, they would have known she's his wife because that's what he got out of jail for.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So,
like I said, I didn't think it was necessary. Honestly, I would have loved for last season to end with them arriving at the carousel, and then starting this season from that point. Like, we got the wife in the car riding with them? Bless you. Anyways, like I said, I'm giving it a shot. I'm a little critical on it because this is a book I really love.
As you should be. And,
And like I said, I always go for the 65 to 70%. If you can give me 65 to 70% of the adaptation, I'm probably going to enjoy it. I may have some negative things to say, but not a lot. So before we get to the next
we got to talk about this hair.
order
Ooh.
of business. So yes, let's talk about some hair.
To wear this coif.
I'm wearing a hat.
I need to get this wig fixed. This portion of the show is sponsored by Lady RE Natural Hair Care. Have a kinky, curly style in mind? Lady RE Natural Hair Care has been a prime destination for catering to naturally kinky hair in Houston, Texas, and beyond for over 5 years. Clients come from all over the world to receive the ultimate experience for their natural hair care needs. Lady RE Natural Hair Care has been featured on media outlets including Young Black Professional Magazine, GMT Internet Radio, The Sphere, and more. Your unique vision can be brought to life complete with helpful tips and maintaining your hair. You'll walk into the salon with the warmest of greetings, complimentary refreshments, and knowledgeable stylists that promote total beauty from inside and out. Our goal is to unveil your kinks. One curl at a time. Give experts a call today at 832-265-3792 or book online at www.ladyre.com. But overall, get your hair did. But overall, I think if you loved American Gods, the first season, you're going to want to watch the opening premiere.
Because you want it to be a little bit better.
And I feel I understand what your concerns, and I respect them and I get it. I just think give it a chance.
Oh, I'm still giving it a chance.
But I honestly don't feel it's going to go past 3 seasons. I think 3 seasons for a book like this, that's it. You cannot drag this out any longer. It's too strange. It's too many.
Here's the reason why I say 4. Mm-hmm. After Wisconsin, you can split that part up. Post-war, pre-war, and
war. You can.
And then, like I said, Wisconsin could actually run into season 3.
Yeah, I just think they need to wrap it up. I think anything with gods and goddesses and all that, you need to wrap it up.
Well, one thing they'll do with each season is introduce more different gods, like the way the book does.
Yeah.
So I think you can get away with 4 with 8 episodes.
Yeah.
If it went to 10, I would say 3.
Okay.
Because you say make it 10 with 2 more episodes. That's 4 episodes. That's already halfway done. Like I said, you can do 4 more. So, anyways, I would say keep checking it out. If you haven't watched it, watch it. If you're interested in the book, make sure you get the 10th anniversary edition.
Yeah.
Make sure.
The graphic on the outside is pretty awesome. It's an old book.
And there's something in that book that's not in the original.
It's a lot in that book.
I would say
10th anniversary is a good one. Yeah, it's a really good. It's
a good rainy day book.
I think, and when you read it, you'll have to read the first chapter probably over and over again just to kind of get yourself momentum to get into it. It's a good one.
I'm probably gonna reread this.
And if you read American Gods and read the Norse mythology, his other book.
Well,
Neil Gaiman writes about gods all the time.
Yeah. He writes about supernatural period.
It's his jam, but it's nothing creepy supernatural.
I would just say supernatural period because he has one of the best one of the best series in DC, The Sandman.
Awesome.
The Sandman, and you know that Joseph Gordon-Levitt is still trying to bring that to the screen.
So at my library we had all the Sandman stuff. We had like at least 2 or 3 copies of each of the comic books. And a patron came and actually donated some of those comic books, and I caught it like a second too late. And the other patron came in and got all of them. I was like off the sales shelf. I was so mad about it. So we sell paperbacks like 10 cents. I was about to get all like, no sir. I was about to knock it, but I work and I couldn't knock it out of his hand because I was about to fight him.
Right.
So
now, speaking of comic books, that takes us to our next order of business.
Captain Marvel.
All right.
Let me speak first.
Yes. Because I'm going to go in.
He's going to go in.
Let me get my water.
Captain Marvel came out, and I enjoyed the movie. I feel that it was a nice buffer movie between Infinity War and you have Endgame coming. It's kind of like, okay, let's watch this. Let me get prepared. I'm excited again for what's coming next. I think the way Infinity War ended, it gives you a good explanation of what's going on. I think this is one of the better movies that explains a character when it comes to developing a character, who they are, in my opinion.
Well, it didn't follow the traditional Marvel.
It didn't, but I think it gave
origin.
you enough to like, okay, okay, I get it. You know, some things are like, who the hell is this? You get it with this.
Right.
Yes, there's differences, but you have to remember in comic books, there's many universes and many looks of a character. So let's not harp on, she was black. Okay.
No. Hey.
I mean, we can, but I'm just saying though, like, there's many things you also have, but overall, put your hand down. Put it down. Put it down. Put the hand down. Overall, I think it was good. I think if you want to watch Endgame, I think you need to watch Captain Marvel. In my opinion,
I'm not sure. I will say this: I'm not sure yet.
I
will have to see Endgame first.
Man, whatever.
Well, no,
I think
because I'm not entirely sure how.
I get you.
Yeah.
I think that it's nice to see more Fury in a different kind of way. There was great little eggs of I get it that paid homage to different movies.
Yeah.
And in it that was cute.
Also, let's.
But go ahead.
Be remiss to say, it does take place in 1995.
Yes,
so it's not a current.
And they let you know if you pay attention and if you're old enough to realize it's 95.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, she falls into a blockbuster at one point.
But you know, if you're real young, like if you're under the age of 25, you don't probably know what that is.
Yes, that was a store where on Friday nights,
kids, we used to go rent DVDs.
Yes, and then you would walk next door to Papa's John or Pizza Hut or Domino's and grab you a pizza.
Or you can buy your popcorn at the checkout counter at the Blockbuster, and you know.
And don't forget the video games.
And the video games.
I will rent video games.
Before Redbox, you had Blockbuster, then you had Hollywood Video.
Metal Gear Solid.
You know, but I think it was neat.
Yeah, no, we'll say this.
And one more thing, and I'll let you speak. It's real female power. It's real woman empowerment movie in a way. I'm just telling you right now. It really gears towards that pretty heavy. So
yeah. All right. Now here's what I was saying.
He don't like that. You can tell.
No, I have no problem with that. But I said this time and time again on here on Intermission. I need your message to be subtle.
Yeah.
Because I'm smart enough to realize what your message is. Mm-hmm. You don't have to constantly
throw it in your face. Right. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
This not only the movie, the press did it. Like,
I think the press did it actually more than
you're
the
right.
movie did.
The press did it.
The press did it. The movie just went along. The movie just went.
The press did it more to the point where it was annoying.
I mean, the movie just is Captain Marvel was a female. I mean, we all knew this. We all know this,
right.
And we know her friend was female. We already know how her daughter ends up. I mean, if you read the comic book, so you know these things. But the press kept pushing
take
and
that
pushing.
Daughter part out of it because that's just wrong.
I'm just saying her little. She was real.
Right.
I liked her in the movie. She just seemed. Real
I like
cool.
the actress.
Yeah.
I love the aspect.
Yeah, I just liked. It was just really cool.
But like I said, again, that's one of the issues. And like I said, if I wasn't a comic book fan, I would have enjoyed it.
So let's line out for the listeners your issues with the movie.
All right, one, contingency.
Consistency?
Contingency. Well,
contingency. Okay.
Yes. All right. The main character, Captain Marvel, whose name is actually Carol Danvers.
Yes.
In this movie, she is the first to become powered as Captain Marvel.
Yes.
In the comic books, she is the 7th. Like not the second or third, 7th. Like if we're talking end of the week. The first one they made
the end of the week.
Right
on the 7th day.
Right. Now the first Captain Marvel actually was named Marvel.
Yes.
They made Marvel a woman. I didn't have a problem with that.
I did a little bit because I'm like, just why does it have to be Annette Bening? Just make it a man. Like it should. Like
it could have been a woman. I didn't necessarily agree with Annette Bening, but I didn't mind Marvel being a woman.
To me, why make the change though? Like, what was the point of making the change?
That's the part that
and then
I said that was the message part.
That's the only thing I was like, what's the point of that?
But see, that was that female empowerment part. I said they start to get a little.
But you have to remember though, when all this. Think about this. Think about the climate we're in right now, in entertainment and politics, and Me Too and all of this. And like, let's think about Wonder Woman and her demands of, you take him off, I'm not doing anything.
Right.
So you have a lot of people right now like, okay, let's just do, a lot of people I think are just being hasty.
Right, and that's what I think they did. I think it was a hasty decision.
And I don't really think it was their first decision. I think they originally probably had it as a man.
Well, like I said, Marvel was actually the first Captain Marvel, like powered and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was Monica Rambeau.
Yeah.
Who is in the movie.
Yeah.
But as a kid.
Yeah.
And she's not powered.
Not yet.
So you've already said, all right, we're going to make the second Captain Marvel after Carol Danvers. Yeah. Now, here's the thing in comic book world. Like, let's say, I know a lot of people don't care about this, but I would just say this. The Captain Marvel Carol Danvers is not really liked, period. Like, it's a book that's constantly getting canceled because the character isn't liked.
And the funny thing is, a lot of people didn't like her.
Right.
At all. They're like, I can't. She seems real distant. Well, yeah, she's distant. I mean.
Like, I honestly think, had they did the Monica Rambeau Captain Marvel, who doesn't even go by the title no more. She goes by Spectral. Mm-hmm. They probably would have had a more positive reaction than Carol Danvers. I actually knew who I wanted to get to play the Monica Rambeau. It was the little girl who grew up from Kill Bill. She's an adult now.
Oh, she is?
Think how long old Kill Bill is. The 90s.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So she's an adult. Basically, she's where it now.
Yeah.
Where I want, and she's been acting. I forgot her name.
Yeah.
But I would have got her.
Yeah, I liked it though.
But I mean, like I said, it was a good movie.
I took it. I try, and I said in one of my Facebook posts, I try to watch. It's hard for me to do.
True.
It's hard for me to do,
when
but I really
when we read
try.
as much as we read, and we know as much because we drink and we know things.
No, I drink water. I really try hard to look at a film that's attached to a book or a comic and say, okay, if I've never read the comic or read the book, does this make sense?
Yeah, and like I say, if you pay attention to our past
and that's
episodes,
what I try to do. And also, I look at it. Okay, so here's the main course I'm waiting on. Endgame. I'm waiting on Endgame. Here's what I'm waiting on. So this is coming out right in the middle of it, of Infinity War and that. Well, you had Wasp and all that other stuff, but this is what you're looking at. Does this make sense? Because I know people who are like this. At the end of Infinity War, who's Captain? Who he texting? Who's that Captain? Who's Marvel?
Right, true.
And then to me, for those people, like my sisters, people who watch it, they're like, okay, I get it now.
Right.
It makes sense.
I think, honestly, her character wasn't a character that shouldn't been introduced with just her own movie. Like how some characters have been introduced in other movies. Mm-hmm. For instance, Black Panther. Mm-hmm. I think her character.
But how would you have introduced her though? As powerful as the character is, how would you have brought her in?
Who knows? Maybe Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
How? To do what? She's that powerful. So what do you do?
Well, she's that.
And she already told you can find out in part 2. Don't only an emergency call me, man. I'm trying to find myself.
Well, like I said, she has weaknesses, and it's going to be.
It'll be revealed, absolutely. Yeah.
But I think you could have done it even with just an end credit scene or something like that with Guardians, because I feel they have a very wasted end credit scene
with Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'm not sure she was. Well, heck, even Thor Ragnarok.
How she's so powerful.
Tesseract. The Tesseract.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I just think it would have been hard. Because then it'd been like, how's she so strong? Y'all can't. Why she didn't kill everybody already? That kind of thing.
Well, I mean,
for those who do not read the comics, they wouldn't understand that power and why is she.
Well, like I said, had she been introduced another way, then to come with this movie, I think it would have helped.
Like a mention
or something. Like I said, I'm not even saying not necessarily go.
I think people still would have had a problem with a mention.
I don't think so.
Because we can't be pleased as a society of movie watchers.
It would have translated better.
Okay.
I really do think, just like how he ain't got his own movie yet, but how Hawkeye was introduced in the first Thor. Mm-hmm. We was like, oh, okay. Oh shit, this how
Was
God.
it Thor?
Yeah, it was the first Thor because he was watching over the hammer.
Yeah, he had little bits and pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
He was watching over the hammer.
I actually did not like Black Widow's introduction after watching
Iron Man 2.
all the Iron Man. After seeing her,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, they have Black Widow, but then seeing everything play out, I'm like, they could have did her introduction
I actually
better.
liked it because it shows one of her main skills,
What, fighting?
infiltration.
Yeah, but no, I still didn't like it. I think it could have been looking at everything for her
Yeah.
in the movies. Yeah, it's fine, but looking back, I think it could have been a little bit stronger and a little bit better.
Well, I mean, it's hard to do it, but also you gotta remember Iron Man 2 was a chop job too.
Yeah.
That movie was
Yeah.
chopped up. That's what made Jon Favreau quit the MCU.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
So
but I think overall, I personally feel
it was a
it's a
decent
good movie
I'd
to
give
watch before you watch Endgame.
I'll give it a 7.
It people complain it's slow. It needed more action. How much more action do you need?
I don't think it needed more
People
action.
need to. I mean, what do you want them to blow up? They blew. I mean, every scene after
Well, see-
when she landed had some kind of
Yeah.
blow up in it.
I think most of the people I hear about, because a lot of people still know about Monica Rambeau, knows that Carol Danvers wasn't the first and all that. So I think that was a lot of people's biggest gripe with it.
But okay, who would have? But you saying who would have played Monica Rambeau?
I mean, it's a whole bunch of actresses we could have gone to with that.
But at the moment, are they even available? You know what
Trust
I mean?
me, if the contract comes,
If they had did Captain Marvel with Monica Rambeau 10, 15 years ago, I could have seen Angela Bassett
well, I mean, like I said,
or some. I mean, it just I just
well,
wonder.
no, but here's the thing: Marvel doesn't use a lot of high-profile names.
Yeah, I'm just saying though that would have been a good
So
one.
there's plenty. God, it's one actress named Jessica something.
But I think it's been in the works for a long time, and
It hasn't.
I mean, I'm just saying. I just think it could. I mean, I'm not mad about it. And
I
I
mean-
think people are just nitpicking on everything now. It's like, come on now, let's
What?
just move. It's
Well,
entertainment.
Like I said, it's entertainment, but like I said, it's entertainment that we pay for.
I mean, yeah, we pay for it, but I'm just saying it's not bad.
It was okay.
It's not bad, but it's not bad though.
Yeah, like I said,
It's not a movie. If you put it against all Marvel movies, it's not the best.
It's not.
But
the best.
considering what it's being sandwiched by,
in all this
to me, it's decent.
in all this Marvel movies, I won't lie, it's in the lower third for me.
But it's decent. I think.
Like I said, it's
I
decent.
think it couldn't have been. To me, Captain Marvel could not have come out as an independent film at any other time. The movie they gave us right now couldn't have come out any other time.
True.
It's that kind of cushion, pacify you till your end game come out in
Right.
April. You know
Right.
what I mean?
But
that
like I
kind of
said,
thing.
it was one of those things that it was a movie made because of the times.
Mm-hmm.
Because like folks don't remember, she wasn't that big of a deal in Infinity Gauntlet. She wasn't. This was a movie for the current climate.
Exactly. That's what I'm
But-
saying.
But that's a risk, though. That's always a risk.
But I think it's paying off.
I mean,
Because I think it's going to pay off because one, Endgame is so close
True.
that you're like, what's happening now is added to that roster of let me watch all these movies to get ready for Endgame.
True.
Because there's little things here and there, and the way, I mean, please, let me just say this: stop walking out of these comic movies at the first credit.
Marvel movies.
Marvel movies, yeah, Marvel
Yeah.
movies. Stop walking. Why are you walking out? When I went, my whole row, we sat there like this.
Oh, I watched
People just walking out, leaving.
I watched the majority, man. I don't say nothing no more. I
You
just-
know,
I just,
it's
I just let
just-
them go.
You know,
But,
you have to say because there's two
End
extra
credits,
things
yeah.
that really like. Oh shit! Okay.
Like I said, the biggest problem I had, like I said, this was made for the climate. It's a decent movie.
Mm-hmm.
It is in my lower third for Marvel. Cause it's what?
But you don't feel you don't think you needed it to watch Endgame?
I don't think so.
I mean, if they never made it, but I still think this is the thing. If you had just brought her in Endgame, if you just brought Captain Marvel in Endgame, right? I think there would have been a lot of questions. You would have had that next set of people saying, who is this? What's going on? Who never read the comics? Who is what's going on? And I feel that a lot of movies right now miss developing the character enough for people to understand what's happening. That's my issue with a lot of movies. They just give you a lot,
Right.
and they never tell you. They
Well,
miss what's
Like I said,
important.
I'm not certain that her character should be introduced in the MCU. Period. Right now, that's the thing.
Well, it happened.
It's here now. It's
I mean, he
here.
did it in Infinity War when he put the whole page out
Right.
and
It's here.
disappeared. I mean,
But like I
it's
said,
there.
that's because of the climate.
Right. Well, I think he already had planned on bringing Captain Marvel for Infinity War. Think about how long that was being made. They had already planned on bringing that. We already know Adam wasn't coming. We knew that Adam wasn't going to be brought in.
How do we know that?
I'm just saying because they hadn't. The character of Adam should have been brought in a long time ago.
But he's really introduced with Infinity Gauntlet.
But it didn't. They just mentioned him, Adam.
Right. So he actually would be appearing in Endgame.
But he's probably not though.
I mean, we don't know. It's been introduced. But like I said, there was no. And like I said, you got to remember, stuff like that was getting filmed all the way up to a few months before released.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the whole scene with the page could have been right up before last year.
I mean, probably so. But I think we have difference of opinions.
Like,
but I think it was a good.
Marvel felt the need that we had to hurry up and put a woman solo movie out because they didn't have one. And
they would have had one, but it's getting pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed.
One, the strongest
Well,
Marvel,
no, we don't. I'm
the
talking about
strongest
DC.
Marvel characters that are women, they didn't have the rights to until next week. They're all X-Men. Jean Grey, Rogue, and Storm.
So they have
The deal's complete.
Widow.
The Widow's okay, but she's not as strong as those three X-women that I just named. They're the strongest.
So I mean,
Storm is one of their top 10 characters.
So my thing is this, though: we really can't be upset with what they're trying to do to keep the fans' appetite, nourished in some way to give them something.
True.
Because what do you want to hear? The way this world is, do you want to hear the uproar of female characters, black people of color, or let me just go ahead and give it to you? And you see, we can't be happy with the award season. We still can't be pleased. You know what I'm saying?
What
It's
do you
like, we should have won everything. No, we shouldn't have won everything.
no,
I'm
we
not saying
shouldn't.
us. I'm just saying that, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
no matter what, people just aren't happy or
I have
pleased.
Stick to your plan.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they really had a plan.
No, MCU plans out. That's
Yeah.
the difference between them and DC. They're planned out. But Spider-Man was a new addition, and Captain Marvel was a new addition. Because remember, Spider-Man actually bumped Black Panther back. So, like I said,
I say watch it.
I say watch it too, because I say it's still pretty enjoyable.
It's a decent. It's not.
And like I said,
It's not great.
I'm
It's
not
not
saying
like.
it's bad.
No, I know you're not. It's not the mind blowing.
that's the alcohol talking on her.
It's not the mind blowing Infinity War, Black Panther. Oh my God! It's not
Black
that.
Panther ain't mind-blowing.
But it's a nice little. Okay, I'm ready for Endgame now. It's that kind of like.
I'll put it like this: if I had to trust of watching Captain Marvel again or rewatching The Umbrella Academy, I'm rewatching The Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
It's that point.
You'll like this more than, which is not even on the same scale. You'll like it more than you liked. I think you'll like Captain Marvel more than you like that damn Transformer movie, Bumblebee.
I actually like Bumblebee.
Some bullshit.
No, I think Bumblebee was good because they're bringing it back to the essence of Transformers.
It's stupid.
But before I continue,
It's bullshit.
this portion of the show is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. Did you know that only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33% of Americans don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't have enough savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email us at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask us how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. It's crazy because now, like I said, I think Marvel's getting to the point where they was slightly starting to run out of who should we put on screen.
Next.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like I said, the deal is done next week. So they get Fantastic Four, all those characters back, and all the X characters back, all mutants. Because let's just be honest. If y'all didn't know this, Scarlet Witch is actually a mutant. Magneto's her father. Quicksilver is actually a mutant. Magneto's his father.
Would you kind of know about that one?
Well, you know that they're brother and sister.
No, Quicksilver. No. Yeah, Quicksilver, we kind of know about that one.
From the X-Men movies.
Yeah, from the X-Men movie. I'm just saying. But they didn't make that clear at all for Scarlet Witch at all.
Well, if you paid attention to the first time they showed him, when he was in the basement talking to his sister, he says Wanda. I pay attention. Anyways, I tell you, she gives me such a hard time, people. I bring alcohol, I bring drinks, and I still get a hard time.
And he brings a headache. Bam. Overall, we have some great stuff coming out.
Yeah.
March, April.
We actually have a trailer, though.
We have a trailer.
Yes.
What's up? What we got?
The final trailer of Aladdin.
Yeah.
I will say this. This trailer convinced me a little bit more to go see it. This trailer looks a lot better.
I just hope all the money wasn't spent on hiring Will Smith and the imagery, because it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful looking movie.
Right.
I just hope the money didn't go all to Will Smith and
you can
look
tell
at that. I mean,
you can tell,
all
like I
right.
said, stuff like that, costume design, set design, and probably effects. It's going probably
that's
has
the
to
money.
Yeah.
I just hope this,
But like I said, this trailer was the one that said, all right, I'll probably go see it.
I think, honestly, and I agree with you, I think the trailer really has done it justice. And I think what they released beforehand has so much
I think they were so
backlash.
I think they were rushing to put a trailer out.
Because you have to do something. Unfortunately, it's like that pressure put. But I think whatever feedback they got, they were able to go back in and make adjustments.
Right. Because here's the thing. People don't realize is the special effects is the last part of a movie to get done.
And I also feel that Will Smith wanted to give Robin Williams, be respectful of the role that he did.
Right.
It's big shoes to fill.
Right.
And I know he's not trying to make it his own, but also be respectful of what Robin Williams did with that animated character.
Now, the one thing I did say, I think when you posted and brought it up to our attention about this trailer, I would hope they would have did different songs.
Someone said that, yeah.
Because it doesn't sound right. Like, when I hear these songs now, it doesn't sound right.
I think no matter what, we were going to have an issue with it because I am sick and tired of remakes. It has ailed my soul completely.
Well, I mean, I don't mind stuff like this. Just to be sick and tired of this, to say this and the Dumbo movie. Dumbo movie doesn't have me that interested, although I did see that trailer.
I think Dumbo's going to be a little bit different take. But this is the problem, though. Like, Mary Poppins came out, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't the original Mary Poppins.
Well,
and people had issues with it.
Well, Mary Poppins is a halfway animation movie, or just bits of animation. They're really focusing in on the animation movies now, the Aladdin, Dumbo, and let's just be honest, we're all waiting on Lion King.
Man, it can't. It just.
I
just don't want to be disappointed. I'm just. I may cry.
Just the talent.
That is our childhood for real.
Just the
Lion
talent
King,
they booked alone for Lion King makes you want to go see it.
Yeah.
And we get James Earl Jones back as Mufasa.
Let me tell you something. You get James Earl Jones, you can't do no wrong with James.
When he told him, "You deliberately disobeyed me," I'm like,
yes!
I felt that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, absolutely.
I made my mom a Sunday after that.
I'm excited about.
So that's why I said
I'm excited about it.
I don't mind this taking the animations to live action.
Yeah.
I didn't actually. I actually one of the few people that liked the Jungle Book one.
Mowgli. Oh, the other Jungle Book or Mowgli.
Well, I liked them both.
I like Mowgli.
I like Mowgli because it was dark
it.
like the book.
I liked it. Yeah,
I liked
it.
the John Favreau version though because it was like the cartoon.
Yeah, I liked Mowgli.
And they have Christopher Walken as the orangutan.
And you know what the issue people had with Mowgli, and going back and watching it again because to me it's rewatchable.
Yeah,
was
how dark it is.
Not even that. Talking animals, they look too human when they were communicating. But you forget they have things on their faces,
Yeah.
and they're actually talking, and they're trying to make it where the animal
Well,
represent a little bit of the same type of
true,
feel.
but I think Favreau did it better with having the animals talk, how they looked when they talked, compared to how Mowgli did. I like the darkness of Mowgli, but I think Favreau executed, was it the motion, I guess? And don't get me wrong, Andy Serkis,
Can do no wrong in my book.
as a motion cap,
Yeah.
although as a regular actor too, because
Yeah,
I liked him in The Prestige. So,
yeah,
and
But-
Caesar is still one of my favorite motion caps.
yeah.
But I think they got it too human face with Mowgli. So I can understand.
He's been
it.
around for such a long time. People first met him in Lord of the Rings
Right.
movies as
Gollum.
Gollum Smeagol.
Yeah.
But he's been doing so much
Yeah.
stuff.
So I mean, I'm excited. I put it this. It's now on my watch list. Aladdin really wasn't on my watch list. It is on my watch list now. The trailer put it back up there. The final trailer. Because I was like, if I'm bored, I may go see it. That's where it was. But now I was like, okay,
I think they did a really good. I think whatever backlash or critiques they got from the first trailer,
Well,
or probably a first viewing with a
Right.
test audience, they probably. I just hope the money didn't all go into hiring Will Smith.
no. I
and
think
the
the money.
imagery.
I think the money's into effects. I think that's what we just saw.
Yeah.
Like everyone knows, the last thing you do with these movies is the special
Well,
effects.
everyone doesn't know that.
Well, if
We
you listen to us,
inform
if you listen
people.
to this podcast,
We're not.
because we inform you, we educate you,
You're
and
being
we
a bully.
entertain you.
You're a bully right now. You're being a bully.
No, I'm just.
That's a
making
bully.
statement.
I'm scared.
I'm making a statement.
I'm a little scared.
I didn't do the pimp grab. I can do
You
the
were
pimp-
close to it though.
No, I don't know. I mean,
We'll like to inform and educate you here at the intermission.
like I said, we inform you, we educate you, and we entertain you. That's what we do here on Intermission.
So I'm looking
So-
forward to that.
Oh, well, I was making a point. before.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You see?
I apologize.
But like I said, it's the last thing that goes into the movie is the special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Because it takes so long to actually, the moment they start filming, they get started with special effects. The last thing to get done is the special effects because it's just that long of a process. I think you don't have to necessarily do the 3 trailer release, because I think had they said, okay, let's wait a minute and just give them a pretty decent trailer at first and then come with that trailer that we just saw, I think it would have had a better response.
I
Because-
think a lot of people are pressured to put trailers out.
Because when I saw the first Genie, he didn't look that cleaned up.
He wasn't even blue. Remember, we were like, he better be blue.
Right. But and Deadpool 2 actually made fun of this when they released their first trailer, the first full trailer, because Josh Brolin still had the green sleeve on in the trailer. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, it's probably cheaper to remove a mustache, but we can't get this on. I was like, yes. Like,
Yeah.
but it is one of the last things to get done, and it is the expensive thing to get done. So I was glad to see a really good product. It made me want to go see it. I will go see it. If there's one of these adaptations that I'm hesitant, it is Dumbo. Because I didn't necessarily need Dumbo.
Ever remade?
Yeah, like I didn't necessarily need it.
But it's a different take on Dumbo. I think it's a slightly different take, and it's a strong cast of characters. People.
No, that's Michael Keaton. I was about to say Harrison Ford. I was like, no, that's Michael Keaton in there.
No, you have Colin.
Colin Farrell,
Colin
Danny
Farrell.
DeVito.
Michael Keaton is in
yeah,
Dumbo.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was Harrison Ford.
Yeah, he's Michael Keaton's in there. But also, what I'm excited about coming up next week is Us.
Yes.
Telling
And
you.
we get the OA season 2
on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't watched OA on Netflix,
It's a good time.
go and watch it.
It's a good time to binge. It's only 8 episodes. So.
You need to watch it, and I'm telling you right now, it's slow, but it has to be slow
Right.
because the climax is amazing. So, so you have to watch OA.
Right. Props to Jason Isaacs. He does a lot of work that he doesn't get props for.
Yeah, that's true.
Malfoy. Not Malfoy. Yeah, Malfoy.
Yeah. But you have to watch OA. That's coming out on the 22nd. Us is coming out next week on the 15th, which we're excited about.
What else we got coming down the pipe?
For March, so you have Us, Wonder Park coming out. A lot of limited edition, limited movies. Oh, Hummingbird Project.
Triple Frontier.
Oh, that came out on Netflix.
Yeah, that drops on Netflix.
And
a little bit later this
also,
month.
the Hummingbird Project seems really interesting. It has that seems really interesting. I think it's on Netflix. No, is it?
Hummingbird Project. I don't think I've heard.
It
of
has
that
the
one.
dude who played
Oh yeah.
And,
oh no, I think this is actual release.
it is actual release. That
Yeah.
seems really interesting.
Yeah,
He's
that's
been
in
getting a lot of
theaters.
buzz on that one. I don't want to see 5 here.
Well, hey, Hummingbird Project comes out this weekend.
Yeah, the 15th.
Yeah.
And Beach Bum comes out this month. It's gonna be limited, which means let's see how it does, and then it may get a bigger release. That's with Matthew McConaughey,
Right.
Martin Lawrence, Snoop Dogg,
Hotel Mumbai drops next week.
Zac Efron. Yeah, Hotel Mumbai.
Dumbo drops week after that.
Captive State comes out at the end of the month. I think it's gonna be a really good movie. The young gentleman who played in Don't Make Faces, man. The young guy who played the artist in Equalizer 2 is in the movie, and he seems interesting. I want to see what he does with his career. You know, what the fuck's wrong?
It's just that whole movie. Just
Whatever. Listen to me, not listen to him. And yeah, that's about it.
You can listen to me because otherwise she's gonna have you.
What am I have him doing? What? Fix your
Collard-
mouth and say something.
Collard greens and neck bones.
And I'm a phenomenal cook. Thank you.
While watching, she'll have you watching Soul Food. I have you watching Beer Fest and Hangover.
I'll have you fed. Your belly gonna be real nice and full, okay?
I have you inebriated. And alcohol makes everything better.
You gonna drink on an empty stomach? You gonna come eat some food?
I didn't say
Okay.
I didn't say we wouldn't have food.
Whatever.
But we will have alcohol.
Anyway, what have you been watching before we wrap things up? What have you been watching lately?
I've been gonna do documentaries on Netflix.
It's on documentary flicks, not documentary.
I mean,
thing.
it's one of the things I enjoy. I got finished the last episode of OA.
So you finished OA.
No, I have to. I have to watch the
Okay,
last
okay.
episode.
Okay.
I'm rewatching Black Sails right now,
Ooh.
and Game of Thrones.
Ooh, yeah. Because
But-
it's coming up in April.
But I like rewatching Black Sails. To me, that was one of Starz most slept on shows.
It really was. But
And
you
that-
know, it's like one of those.
I think that's why I have a little bit more criticism for American Gods, because I'm like, I see what you can do with a big budget. Because one of the reasons Black Sails they said they couldn't continue was it's starting to get too expensive.
Yeah.
So I was like, I've seen what you can do with a big budget. I mean, I expect a little bit more. I think the first front runner sort of just, let's do this. That's their attitude, you know.
I've been watching. I'm on Hulu right now watching Siren. It's a mermaid movie show.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like have you seen it?
I heard about
It's
it.
crazy. It's some freaky shit. You know, it's like a whole love triangle going on that they want.
I think there's a show on Netflix I'm interested. Shadow.
Yeah.
It's an English show.
And there's a new one that came out that I put on my Instagram. The Order that came out.
Yeah.
There's another one called Paddle that came out with Paddleton with
Ray Romano.
Ray Romano and someone
yeah.
else. And it's quite a few. Check my Instagram out. Elise Main. I always post things you should watch on Instagram. But right now I've been binge watching. I just finished it because it's on season 2, episode 4 of Siren.
I'm now in the 4th season. No, I just finished the 4th season of Game of Thrones, so I'm back in the 5th season. So I'm trying to get it done. I want to end it right there before we get to premiere.
Yeah.
So I take my time. I watch I'm like, I'll watch one night. All right, there I go forward right there. So.
Yeah, but yeah, I've been doing that, and hopefully I'll watch some more movies.
And I got back to
you
reading.
know.
I have been reading a little bit more. I took most of February off from reading because I was going crazy with I was like, I think I did like 8 books in 3 weeks. So I was like, yeah, I need to slow down.
That's really not a lot.
I'm not a librarian. You feel that judgment? Y'all feel that judgment? I felt that judgment. I'm not a librarian. Hey, I'm working on stuff as well.
So am I. Thank you very
that
much.
I can't sit down and read with.
I don't sit down and read. I do audiobooks. I walk around with them playing.
Say I can't do that.
You can't do audio?
I can only do audiobooks if it's a book I've read.
I love an audiobook when I'm traveling.
Yeah,
when I'm driving,
yeah.
I love a good audiobook because there's nothing on the radio that I want to listen to. And I don't know. It takes me back to when I'm a kid, someone reading to me.
Yeah.
And some audiobooks.
And then some of them don't have good voices.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So that's like, I remember reading this. I'm going to get this. I'm like.
If you want to do books, this is so off topic, and you want to do audio, anything by Stephen King has really good. Will Patton does most of his books. Patterson has Will Patton as well. He does really good voices.
Dean Koontz has some good ones.
Dean Koontz has some really good ones.
Because I tried to do Seven of the Bones, and it's taking me. This is the longest it's ever taken me to finish an audiobook. Because the guy's voice is just.
It's hard.
It's
hard.
But his voice matches one of the characters in the book, but it's still.
It's hard to do.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm not really an audio person.
I love a good audiobook. It spoiled me now that I don't want to hold a book in my hand.
Like I said, when I draw and I need music, I don't need a book because I'm not going to pay attention to the book. And then when I listen to an audiobook, I like to hear. I like to not only remember reading that page, but also to envision that scene or that particular point in the book. So I can't do that when I'm drawing. So that's why I don't do it.
Okay.
But that's going to do it for our show, people.
That is it. Thank y'all for sticking with us,
Yes.
even though we weren't live today, but we have some good stuff for you. And as soon as we have everything available, we will be posting everywhere. If you see the first 20 minutes of our debate of one must go.
We're going to bring it back in 2 weeks.
Whatever.
I got a good one.
Yeah.
I got a good one now. A real
He
good
thinks
one.
everything he does is great.
Hey, I can't lie. This was a good one.
No, it really, no. It should draw conversation, and it did. It did. It did. And you forced me to make a decision, and I feel bullied. I just didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to talk about it.
This is what people want to know.
I didn't want to talk about it.
There's really no wrong answer.
I wanted to judge everyone else in their answer. I didn't want to give my own answer.
So you just want to judge people.
I just wanted to judge and just, shame. I was doing the shame meme from Game of Thrones on everyone. Shame. I didn't want to give an answer. It's hard. But I made a decision, and I will stand by that decision.
Yeah. Not stand by mine.
But yeah, thank you for tuning in. We've had an awesome time with you. Check us out. Watch old episodes. Listen to old episodes. We're on YouTube,
Spotify,
SoundCloud,
Spreaker,
yes,
Stitcher,
everywhere.
iHeartRadio.
Check our personal Facebook page, our Instagram. We have an Instagram for Intermission.
Join our Patreon
exclusive. You get some good content, not just from us, from everyone on
never mind
the
the content.
network.
We just need money. But
that's not how you ask for it, though. That's not how that works.
I'm just being honest. Like, I appreciate the people who had a sign under and it's like, I just want to buy a beer. I was like, hey, here's $5.
With being a Patreon exclusive member, you get great extra bonuses from not just our show, all shows on Sphere Network.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be able to give you, for Intermission viewers, extra little things that we can do for you.
We have been. I will actually have a new playlist probably dropping by Friday.
We'll do more for you. We're going to try to do much more for you.
Well, I'm doing every 2 weeks. But
I mean, you want a cookie? I'm just saying we'll do more for
I
people.
need y'all to do more.
Don't make me tell you my hour and a half drive to get here. Don't make me go there right now.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, hour and a half. I live in Baytown. Hour and a half.
6 minutes.
So you should be here every week doing something for Patreon then, shouldn't you?
I should be.
Okay. No. So you're 6 minutes away. You should be here every week then, right?
We've already discussed that.
Okay, so I mean, don't do what you're doing right now. Mute his mic, Mike. Oh, I like that. Mute his mic, Mike.
I will slide my chair over there.
And I will run. I'm strong.
I will get loud. Oh, Mike will pick me up.
I can get louder. But no, absolutely subscribe. Become an exclusive member. We have great stuff, not just with us, with all of our shows. We're freaking awesome. We're freaking awesome. Shut up. We can't stand him. And follow us on all. Follow him.
The bully.
And myself and all of our crew.
Yeah. Howard _
I don't know.
_ Jerome. McGriff the Critic. Ziggy the Lionhearted.
Elise Main on Facebook and
like
Instagram. I don't have 5 of them.
Can't keep track of all yours. You know, a man with one clock knows what time it is. A man with two is never sure. And on that note, have a good day, people.